All right, hi guys. I'm here today because a couple of you are having some trouble with one of the quizzes that I assigned today on Khan Academy. So um, these should both be pretty okay. Especially you've got these two videos to help you with this quiz. You've got this video to help you with this one. A lot of you are struggling with this last one, and I understand now because I assigned the wrong video with it, and that is my bad. So I'm going to really quickly show you how to do a problem or two, and hopefully that will help. So with this one, they want us to rearrange the equation so that m is the independent variable. So that means we want to set it up so that n depends on whatever m is. So we basically want to get n all by itself. So I need to move some things around so that n is all by itself. All right, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this positive. Actually, no, just disregard. I want to make the n positive, so I'm going to add 5n to both sides. This should be familiar, so that from all our work with the equation. So I had a negative 5 here, so I'm going to add 5n to it, and I also have to do it to the other side of the equation to keep it balanced. So I have negative 2m left over here, and I have 7m. Negative 3 plus 5n is positive 2. All right, I'm going to move myself to this other side. So now n is by itself on one side. I need to get rid of the 7m that's with it. So I'm going to subtract that 7m, subtract that 7m. And when I do that, this cancels. This is negative 9m equals positive 2n. Last step, I want n again all by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. When I do that, that cancels out, and I have n equals, remember I'm just flipping the n to the other side. There's only one thing on each side for the equal sign, so it doesn't matter. And I get negative 9 over 2m. So up in here, let's change this back to that. We are going to put in 9 over 2. Don't forget our negative needs to be in front of it. M. I could have also, if I wanted to, 9 divided by 2, it goes in there 4 times. Put a 0, put a 0. I could have put negative 4.5. Either one should work. But I'm just going to leave it as a fraction and check my answer. Woo! You can see it's gray. That's because I forgot the negative the first time. I already made a blooper video because I put in the answer and I went, what the heck, after doing all this work, and then I realized I just forgot my negative. Negatives are important. So let's try one more. Let's erase all this. All right, so let's try one more. So here we have 7m plus 2 equals 7n minus 5. So on this one, we're again trying to get n by itself. So it's going to depend on whatever m is. We want to make m the independent variable. So n will depend on whatever it is. All right, so I want to get n by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the 5 that's with it. It's a negative 5, so I'm going to add 5. Great. I get 7n over here. I get 7m plus 7 over here. Now, I need to divide by 7 to get n by itself. I'm going to divide the other side also by 7. And when I do that, we get n equals, n is by itself now. 7 divided by, I could put a 1 in front of it, but we just say n. 7m divided by 7 is just m. And 7 divided by 7 is just 1. So n should equal, oh, go back to this, n should equal m plus 1. All right, so that's all we're doing. When we're trying to rearrange the equation to make whatever the variable they're choosing be independent, we're basically solving for the other variable by itself. We're doing some rearranging. So give it a shot. See if you can do it. If you're still a little stuck, message me on Remind. We can Zoom together and figure it out. Bye, guys. Have a great